Hey y'all, well happy last Monday of 2019. Well, welcome back. Okay, so today within the tour, I'm going to share with you 4 different little garden hacks for under $5. The first one is going to be kind of what we used for the plastic on the hoop house. The second is a little hack for using twine to make yourself a little trellis for peas. The third is our little inexpensive way that we get like a $3 trellis and that you can tie to anything and make yourself a little trellis. And then the fourth is the $5 and under deal that we got on the PVC that we used to build the stand for our grow light. So let's check it out. Everything in bed 1 is surviving all the cold overnight temperatures very well. I have been covering up the mint. It's a good idea to cover up anything in containers. They're definitely more susceptible to the cold. I got this 2 mil plastic. I'm just kind of like in the paint department at Home Depot. Really, you know, if you were building a greenhouse, you'd want to get like a 6 mil or something. But I put this on Friday right after it stopped raining and everybody's happy. I just lifted it up a little bit ago so you could see it, and almost all these little runners have roots that they're making, and we got one little almost red strawberry down there. So I'm happy with how this is going. It's not a permanent situation, and truth be known, you technically shouldn't have polyethylene plastic like this touching PVC, especially if you're going to get a lot of direct sunlight. But my husband convinced me that because we weren't going to have it out here that long, that we didn't need to do that. Some fun things I got going is got some twine and ran a little trellis up for my peas to climb. I'm going to plant some more peas over there, and it just kind of goes all the way up and all the way down this side, on all the rungs to here where I've got the peas going up. So they're super happy now, and I'm happy with this little probably $2 hack. Now we've had some changes out here with the brassicas. We've harvested all of the cauliflower. The Brussels sprout is just steadily making little buds on itself. I went along and popped off all the broccoli heads, and I juiced these all with the vermicompost tea, and here's my little broccoli harvest and the last of one of my cauliflowers. So now we're hoping to see some more shoots come out here on the edges to get another little round of broccoli. This bed is happy, and we got a new trellis up, and this right here, I left this on so you could see how simple you could go about covering a pepper plant or something. The idea is to make a teepee so that it comes up here. You don't want it snug to the plant. You want it to just loosely kind of drape down on the ground. Then the stored heat from the ground will stay with that plant through the night. So there's a good little way to cover small stuff. But otherwise, everything over here is happy. We got another little trellis, like I said, like a $3 find at Home Depot. Then you just cut it down to size and tie it onto whatever you're using. So I got all out of the peas worked in here, and even though I got a whole big grocery sack full of, well, the plastic kind of mustard greens, those still look like they need to be trimmed, but we'll just let them bush back on out. This little bed over here is happy. We're getting to see some cabbages poke out there and some definition on the deal. Not getting a smell yet, and I'm kind of hesitant on how I'm going to go in and thin these out, because right now they just look so pretty, and the cilantro looks happy too. Now here's a couple of funny things I want to show you in the yard. This is cilantro that I did not plant, that volunteered over here from the kiddie pool last year. And here is a leaf lettuce that I did not plant right here in the yard. But again, some of its seeds got away and it made itself a home in the yard. I wanted to show you guys my little light setup. And I know it's pretty low to the ground. It's only about 12 inches, but it's pretty neat little setup, and we've got plenty of PVC to raise this up, and I'll put down in the descriptions just the simple measurements for it. I mean, I was gonna video it, but it's really so simple. I mean, I think these are all 1/2 inch, and my husband Dale said that you could go up to a bigger piece if you wanted, but so they're all the same size with some T's and some elbows, and then we put some caps on them just to keep the rough edges off of surfaces. And this light, because it's an LED light, it's so light, so I was a little skeptical that it might make the pole bend or something like that, but it's super light, and obviously it's super bright. I'll turn it on one more time for you so you can get the full effect. So that's going to give us a nice little space to get our babies growing. And like I said, if I decide to not build another one, then I can always put a 2-foot piece right there, and then boom, I've got a higher light setup. Well, I hope you enjoyed those handy dandy little tips. Next week, we'll be talking about what you can plant in January, and fingers crossed with all the things that I've got on my list that I have some seedlings started under my light, because you know, the things like broccoli and stuff in the cabbage family, the brassicas, we can plant some more of those. So if I get the seedlings going this weekend, then hopefully by mid to end January, I can put some more of those plants out. So I hope you have an awesome last Monday of 2019 and the best day ever, and I'll talk to you next year. Bye-bye.